Hi, Rob. How are you?
I'm good. How are
It's
you?
been too long. How
Hey,
are
you got a haircut.
Well, you don't pretend like you don't know. You gave it to me. I don't know if there's anything left to cover. What should we talk about today?
I know. Yeah, literally. I just forgot we actually talked about Water for Others last time. I was thinking it was about another movie.
No. So I don't know what we're going to talk about. This is an earnest but I think legitimate question based on the film. Jacob kind of falls in love at first sight, I feel like, with Marlena. Do you think that's just a movie construct, or do you think people can actually do that?
Yeah, I think people can, definitely. Oh, why do I always have stuff on my lips? I'm like constantly. I'm sitting there like every interview today.
It's better you got it out of the way in the beginning. And it's good when you're talking about love that way too.
No, literally, if I keep my mouth closed for 20 seconds, my lips are stuck together.
We'll get you chapsticks next time.
Yeah.
Love at first sight.
Love at first sight. Yeah, definitely. I think pretty much all people who love each other is some kind of thing at first sight. I mean, there has to be a moment where you're like, you feel a different energy around someone. I mean, generally you don't, like, if you don't even notice someone ever, you're not probably gonna fall in love with them.
It's a bad sign. Oh yeah, I never noticed you the first 3 times we met. I got a chance to meet this co-star of yours for the first time today, Ty.
Yeah.
She's quite compelling. I got some photos. It's very exciting.
She's weird. Did you get in her mouth?
No, I'm not quite ready to go there with our relationship.
That's
Would you recommend that?
It's like, it is kind of it's the most incredible thing in the world.
Well, how would you describe it?
We are being lifted up by her gums because she doesn't, and like she puts just the right amount of pressure on, so she knows she isn't hurting you. It's so strange.
She's so thoughtful.
And like she's an incredible creature.
What's the best and worst thing about working with animals day to day?
The best thing is that it takes away the mundanity of a day normally. I mean, if you're doing 20 takes of something, and there's a character who's going to be doing something totally different every time, it's always exciting. I mean, it's like working with a full-on like method actor who's just improvising. I mean, it's exciting, but
Downside?
the downside. I mean, there's someone like doing stuff with horses and stuff, like, you know, and when they're very, very, very frisky, and you know, if you've got to actually hit beats in a scene, it's sometimes quite hard. For light-hearted scenes, it's incredible. It just makes everything more interesting. But like, if there's like an actual moment you got to get across them, and suddenly there's like a trunk in your face, you're like, I love you.
The show in the film is billed as the most spectacular show on earth. What do you think earns that billing nowadays? Is there a TV show, a concert, gig out there that could be billed in your mind as the most spectacular show on earth right now?
Minute to Win It.
Why do you say that? Are you into that?
That's like my favorite TV show. And America's Dumbest Criminals is probably the most spectacular show on earth.
That's amazing. I don't know how to react. Okay, the time period, the 30s. Okay, I transport you back. What are you going to miss the most? What's the necessity of life that you're going to miss?
What that I'm going to miss from doing the movie?
Not from the movie specifically, but if you had to live your life in the 1930s.
Oh, okay.
What's a modern necessity?
I don't know. I mean, God, I don't know. I have a very simple life. I don't know if I'd really miss anything. I like fast cars, even though I don't have one.
Like the idea of
like the idea of having one at some point. Yeah, I don't know, not much.
Obviously, part of the appeal of this film is being transported to this other world. We don't see this world, like the circus world, in films that much nowadays, I feel like. Could you imagine yourself in an alternate reality? Like, what would you want to do if you're working in a circus? Do you want to be like the strong man? You want to be bearded lady? I don't know how that works, but what job do you want at the circus?
I don't know. I like mundane manual labor jobs. I really I find it very satisfying. I like stacking boxes and stuff like that. Like, so, you know, and also I like the kind of camera. Like, I looked at all the background guys like put up the tent. It was part of a scene, and like they were like doing this stuff, like going like heave, like in Dumbo, and it looked like, you know, something very appealing about that, like being part of a team who creates this town in 2 days. I mean. And it's quite cool. I like the idea of just being that absolute everyman as well. You're just sort of like, yeah, I'm worth nothing. Blue collar.
Right. How's the vampire sex compared to regular sex? Is it everything it was built up to be?
I don't know. People probably know better than I do. Like, I haven't even seen it. But I think it's cool. I mean, I think like I think we had some like really interesting ideas about it. I mean, it's kind of interesting as well, like having to do it in the context of PG-13 as well. It makes it more interesting, like because you can't do like blatant like
Right.
just because that's all been done in other stuff anyway. Like saying like, oh, you just do it really, really fast. It's like cool.
Well, that's what you always hear about budgets in films. Sometimes if there's too much, like it just goes to waste. If you have like just enough to get by, inventiveness is necessitated, right?
But like Bill's ideas, but I mean, it's not like it's just a simple thing. I mean, that's not even halfway finished, but it's kind of incredible. Like I saw a prelim of it, and he has really, really good ideas for it.